Hey y'all. So this week in therapy, um, my therapist suggested I get out in nature. Funny thing, that's what I always end up having to do. Um, but my assignment this week was to get out in nature, write down some things that I wanted to release them um, out on the grounds. And I never ever come in my backyard and walk my little property, but I thought I would come out here today and do my assignment because I got to go back tomorrow. Of course, I waited till the last minute. But, um, yeah, here I am. I've been toiling about whether or not I'm going to actually tell y'all what the words are that I'm releasing. I'm not sure if I'm ready to be that vulnerable, but I don't know. Let's see how it goes. So I'm trying to find a spot to stop, and there's nothing but grass out here. Oh, interesting. I never come out here. I really should come out here more. So what I think I'll do is do it. I think I'll just go back to my tent. Hold on, guys. I'll be right back. So my tent needs to be swept out, and I'm deathly afraid of spiders. If you've been watching my channel, you already know that. So we're not gonna do that right now because I have some other things to do. Um, so yeah, I made the circle. I pretty much walked the basis of my property, and I have one, two, three, four, about 6 or 7 words that came to mind when I was trying to think of things that I need to release, to purge from me for I guess, spiritual realignment. Okay, so I think I am going to share with y'all the words that I'm burning. I think that somebody watching this somewhere might need it for some sort of inspiration. So I'm going to just be vulnerable here. I have been in the comments though of y'all's other people's pages, and y'all are not forgiving. So that's why people are scared to share. But I'm going to go ahead and do it. Um, I'm not that popular yet. So, one of the biggest things that weighs on me is high expectations. I don't know if it's just the fact that I grew up a single and only child, and it seemed like the weight of the world was really on me. If I needed something figured out, I had to figure it out. I couldn't run to my big sister, my big brother. Um, I think that I carried that only child syndrome into my adulthood, and it's probably why I carried the single mom mantra so easily. Not easily, but normally. Like it seemed normal. But I've always had such high expectations, so that now it's to the point where if I can't absolutely 100% exceed the bar that I've set for whatever that task is, then I don't want to do it at all. And I have to release that and let that go. The next word that I wrote down was trust. Um, I joke a lot about having trust issues, but it's really not a joke. And when I'm saying it, I don't really even mean it as a joke. I have come to find now, as far as loyalty, relationships, things of that nature, I don't do that, following behind jealousy type the trust. It's the trust where people who should have been there for you have not been. So now I don't think anybody's capable of being there for me. I'm releasing that. I'm burning that. It's a little windy. Disappointment. I think that kind of still falls right in line with that's the perfect segue for that because most of the disappointment is because of the people that I trusted that did not come through for me. And it's usually been people that should have, technically, that you think would. Um, it's usually been family members. It's hard enough for me to trust people, but then when I do and then they don't come through, it's like I'm never doing that again. Disappointment. I'm burning that. It's too windy. Failure. I really have a weird relationship with failure, so I'm surprised that I even wrote this down. I'm surprised this word even came to me. Um, so much so that I don't really look at failure as a bad thing. I usually look at it as, okay, well, that didn't work. Let's try something else. Like, I've never been afraid to fail because it just means that wasn't the right way to do it and it must be another way to do it, but not because I'm not good enough or anything like that. So I'm surprised that this word came into my spirit, but since it did, I do need to release the word failure. I've set out to do a lot of things and not everything I've accomplished. I've never considered it as failure, but maybe deep down I must have. I think that really goes along with the first one with the expectations that I have always set for myself. Um, and this is one that is really, I wrote down success. I think on the piggyback of the failure, um, sometimes I think I'm afraid to succeed because the level of expectation, once I get to a certain level of success, is going to be high. Whether it's outward expectation or whether it's my own um, expectation of what I'm supposed to do. I think I put the expectation on myself and I have the bar high always. So I think deep down, sometimes I'm afraid to succeed. That one was a deep soul searcher right there. Confidence in man goes back to the first one. I mean, the one before about trust. Um, I have a hard time putting my confidence in man, but I do know that even when God blesses you, He does it through men. And men, I mean mankind or humans. Um, but I have a hard time having confidence in men. And maybe I'm not supposed to. Maybe I just need to understand that when a person is blessing me, it's usually God using them to do so. And maybe I'll accept it a lot easier. So I am burning that. The wind is blowing again, so I'll burn them later. Misunderstood. Oftentimes, I was having a conversation with my friend the other day. Oftentimes, I'm just pretty matter of fact, and I realize that people accept what you say and do based off their perception of the people who came before you. So sometimes I'm saying things matter of fact, not meaning to judge at all, but because they've been judged so much before, they take the words you say as criticism. So I've run into that a lot, and I've gotten to the point where I don't want to say nothing to nobody. I really ain't judging, so it's not my business. But there are times where you need to tell people the truth. And I have let the fear of being misunderstood stop me from being the voice um, that I need to be in certain situations. So I'm going to burn that one. I think the wind stopped. Let's see. So yeah, I have done my assignment for this week. I am very proud of myself. Um, she gave me this little book, and when words supposed to come up, you're supposed to write them down. Difficult roads often lead to beautiful destinations. That's the one I chose. Um, but I am enjoying this new therapy session, this new therapist that I have. I've had her for about 2 months now. Since I relocated to Mississippi, I had to start over with a new person, and I'm enjoying that she can relate. And yeah, I just thought I'd share my little activity with you guys today. I'm not going to drag this along. My words have been burned. I'm letting them release into the atmosphere, and I am starting. I do believe there's a purging going on because the seasons are about to change. And I think if this resonates with you and you feel like you're supposed to be doing something in this season, that I'm encouraging you at this point to do that, because God is nudging you, because there is something big about to happen in our next season, and I'm really excited about it, which is why I chose to be obedient today. Have a great one, guys. Tiny House Chronicles.